Hey guys, welcome back to the Vid-Bits. My name is Brian, aka Pops, and I'm hanging out with you, and we are back with some more Final Fantasy 3/6 version 1.0 for the SNES. Really appreciate everybody hanging out for these streams, and we're going to go ahead and get started in just a couple minutes. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this, especially hit the notifications so that you guys know when we go live with stuff like this. And yeah, I'll be ready for some more Final Fantasy 3/6 version 1.0 and a mere 3.5. Alright. Okay, let me take the dog out real quick. Pardon me. Sorry, my bad. I just let the dog out. Of course, it happened the second I started the game. Yeah, it's the big battle. It's the big battle. We played the first 6 hours and got all the way to the battle, so I think we kitted out everybody before we started. Okay. Oops. Guess everybody's good. I don't know, we'll see. Sure. Yep. Alright, let's see what happens. Damn. Wonderful. Thank you for no time to heal. Shit. Coated steel. Who needs an all material? Oh, what the hell? That's not cool. Probably was a dumb idea. Nope. It's crazy, they give you 3 parties, but there's only 2 choke points, so it's like, as long as you have pretty much decent parties, enough to be able to hold those, you don't have to worry about the 3-party system. And Sabin with the Genji glove, Sabin, whatever you want to say with the Genji glove. Black belt, it's pretty much over. And no worries, Jeremy Hall. I'm glad that you're here, though. I don't know how many people have played this game in different versions, but man, I mean, when you played the original version, all the other versions have something in them, within them, that makes it so that they're inferior in some way. They may have some sort of thing that's better, but then in the same sense they have a bunch of things that'll bother me. Damn it. You bastard. Oh, you know, that's wonderful. Like, you know, it's cool that they have cutscenes, like CGI cutscene in one of the games. And then she's dead too. Wonderful. But then it'll have, like, you know, weird sounds. Or, like, fucking 5-second delay in between, like, the game starting and, like, you getting into a battle. I'm in pretty bad shape here. Luckily, Edgar's a little tank. Ouch. Didn't need that shit, guys. Come on. No way. I can't get into a It's ridiculous that I couldn't get into a damn... I'm dead. Hold on, now my dog needs in. This is at least, as long as we can... All is not lost. Give me a moment. Jesus. Sorry about that. Been getting the menu multiple times because unfortunately I decided to put myself in this position. I can't really blame anybody but myself here. Alright, so I think I'm almost out of potions. And bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. What kind of madness is this going? Okay. Come on, let me get a desperation attack and don't attack me again. Don't do it. Oh, I didn't do it? Come on, man. I had single digits health. Thought there was going to be a chance I could get a desperation attack in. Luckily, I don't have to worry about any more of this crap. A lot of these people. Wonderful. Also, in other iterations of the game, I don't know what balancing things they do. Now, they do something that, they do one thing where, I think there was a specific stat that wasn't working, so they did fix that in other iterations. So like I said, certain things are better than other things, but I'll tell you this, the Ted Woolsey translation is just classic. So they changed that, obviously. You know, I don't know. The fact that 1.0, you know, we'll be able to do some glitchy goodness later. That'll be fun. Even if you don't play 1.0, 1.1 is just as fine. Let's see here. Need to use a teacher, probably. Right over there. No, they're all just in a line. Perfect. Yep. My son got this for me for Christmas. I've been looking for it for a long time because I didn't know what the identifying versions were to try to find, and I was buying them once. I buy it once every so often, keep it for a couple years, sell it off, wait until I found another one in the wild, buy it, just get to the point in the game where you could do the glitch stuff, and it just wouldn't work, and I just didn't understand the science behind knowing what I was looking for. And then, luckily, just some stuff on Google was like, yeah, you want to look for a 00 in the back of the cart, or you could open the cart up and see the 1.0 on the board, and it's the only version that, you know, has the glitch that, it might be the glitch that AVGN talks about when he talks about his game screwing up on him, you know. He may be talking about that. Yes, my child is amazing. I have another awesome child too, but this one specifically knows my video game flavors and stuff. Not that my daughter didn't get me a really awesome wall hanging for Christmas, which is really cool of her. But yeah, I looked for this for, I'd say, you know, off and on for probably 2 decades. Just probably bought it 4 times. And, it's like, okay, I'm gonna actually find out what I have to do to get it. And then found out all the information about it, and it's like, what do you want for Christmas? Like, you know, it'd be really cool. Especially to do for the channel. My favorite game, one of my favorite RPGs. Ooh, naturally learned Drain. Alright, we got through all the fights. Oh, we didn't get through all of the fights. Senior douchebag right here. Oh yeah, definitely don't let them raccoons eat it, because they will. They will. Bye, Locke. Smacked in the face. I really want to use the rest of my Phoenix Downs on my laziness. Cool, at least he did attack Terra. I'm just really lazy to spam an attack. I could have taken care of that probably a lot quicker. Alright. Wounded! Get the Phoenix down, but, you know, it's literally because of letter limitations. They can't spell out Phoenix with a P. Do I have life on? I don't think I have life on Terra. Nope. It is fun to see her natural magic progression, though. Like, if you do the Leet River trick, which we used to do back in the day, you know, to start the game, you get to the part where you have to protect Bannon, and you switch your menu to short, and you put health in front, and you put Bannon in the back row, and then you basically get a turbo controller, and you just have it so that you go around that specific part in the river over and over again, where you just accept the first option to go around, and your characters will just sit there and auto fight and auto level those enemies who come back home from school. You're like, oh my god, why does Terra already know fire too? Natural, like she's got a natural magic progression if you don't ever put espers on her, which is pretty sweet. Alright, back to the matter at hand here. I think though we're just fighting Kefka. No, god, how many of these MFers? Bastards. Why not? Oh boy. MVP. Yes. Boom. I mean, they argue that the best part about Final Fantasy VI is that there's no main character. You kind of determine the main character, but I mean, people will argue that it's Terra, obviously. One more tincture, jeez. Use, gotta be wary of my resources now, dude. Ooh, good thing we got that tonic we stole. Alright. Jeez, there's more of these turds than I thought. It just seems like it's just never ending. Let's go clean up the rest of this stuff so I can conserve it. They really test you if you did not give yourself a lot of resources here and you don't have a lot of leeway with the magic. I should have put Celeste in this group and I would have been in a lot better situation having that healer, but I made a crucial mistake of forgetting to do something smart like that. That's what you get, jeez. Might be able to get through this one too, maybe. Ugh. Woof. I think we're in the clear. To send Terra down there to kill that dude. Oh, why? Alright. Pretty sure nobody snuck behind me. Okay. Woof. This isn't looking too good per se. Just, okay. Well, that wasn't the best move. Use that Phoenix down, I can't revive. No, I have no. Smart move. Let's just play this out. Alright. If I lose, then I lose, and I can just reconfigure the parties in a better way. Oof. Man. Thanks, but I don't think we forgot about this. Holy shit. I just don't think this is happening with this group. Oh, guys. I built a team bad. I built bad teams. It happens. It happens. Alright. Let's see here. Everybody's kitted out okay. I'm not worried about that. I just didn't want to fight all these guys again. That's a long bunch of bullshit I did not want to do. But it looks like we're doing it. Alright, we need a healer. We need a healer. Unfortunately, I don't believe you get to participate. So this group just kind of sits here. You can be with either of these. Just put you with Terra this time. Locke has a storyline with Celeste, so we'll put him there. I'm gonna smack hard with whichever group you're in, so let's put you... I mean, it's just typical to put the brothers together, so let's not do that. Let's put Sam there. There we go, so... heal up with items, and then we got a natural healer with both of those groups. In case you get screwed. So, tools, and that'll balance that out. And she smacks okay. And then, obviously, he's got the energy glove deal going on. Dispatch, that probably would be the group that fights Kafka, I'd assume. Okay. Yes, there we go, you don't get to participate. Thank you. 6, 12 engagements. 13 with the rider, and then Kefka's 14. that swing bullshit? Of course. You're serious. Agreed. The crossbow is choice. Can't just be throwing these Phoenix Downs around all willy-nilly. Whatever the hell that means. Thank you. Where did my MP go? Let pounce move take that too? I can't afford that. Okay. Am I halfway there? I feel like that there's way more people than they show that down there. Come on, I couldn't afford that. That's true. Experience will be very good. I just don't know how much more I could balance these parties. And I know a third party, stretching it third party is not going to work. That's not good. There's no way. Come on. Yeah, I might have to just I've done this on every time. This is the way I wouldn't have done it this way if this wasn't the way I do it. So I feel stupid. I don't know. I guess I have very minimally leveled my characters. Ugh. Dead. Bastard! Yeah, I know. I will. It's just, it's not interesting for people to watch grinding, really. Right? You know what I mean? Screw it. You're worth it. You're worth it, Celeste. I'll take care of everybody. That is true. I don't know, chat. Who do we go forward with? Is this it? Am I finally done with all that shit? Or who do we go in with? Assuming let's see if Celeste can beat this guy. These guys will be able to. Damn it. You know what, you dick. That's crazy, he's going all physical. He's got some crazy magic attacks and he's choosing just not to do them. Oh, I suck. Fine. See, look at that shit. Let's do some magic now. Thanks. Appreciate that, Jeremy.
Here, step away from the Esper.
Yeah, I think they did a really good job of making that scream sound very good for what they had to use. That scream and Kefka's laugh. She looked like an Esper. Well, we are going to Figaro, so we need Edgar in the party because if anything else, we get a sweet discount on tincture and stuff like that if we need to buy some of the common supplies if he's in our party when we go to the castle, so we want him in the party for sure. Next, we want our powerhouse, obviously, which is the brothers are going to be hanging out, followed by the healer. So now the question is, who comes next? Do I want a thief? Or do I want another assertive tank? I mean, this would be a pretty beefy party if I took this party here. I'm gonna do it. Sorry, Locke. Get to hang out around with the squirt. Yes, the discount is supreme. Plus, I feel like I always take Locke, so let's take Cyan instead. Alright, so... And obviously anybody that's watching that doesn't know Final Fantasy 6 or 3, 6, whatever you want to say, anytime you see a grandfather clock, besides this one, because I've already taken it from this one and several others, it will have an elixir. Is there anything good to steal? That's what I was worried. I would not do the buff dudes. I would go for the buff dudes. Yeah, I just don't remember if there's anything specific that's worth stealing in this next little loop or whatever. I don't know. I mean, they... now you got me second guessing myself. It'd have to be Cyan that doesn't go then. I don't know if there's anything worth stealing coming up. No, don't apologize. I'll regret it if there's something that's worth stealing off one of these guys coming up. Don't apologize at all. I don't consider it anything. Don't apologize. Let's see here. Trust me, I was on the fence about it several times. I wasn't sure if I was gonna go for it or not. I just don't remember if there's anything worth stealing coming up or not. And I'll feel sad if I don't have the ability to do so. Let's see here. Treasure house. Nice. Hey, what up? What up? Jace, what up? 2 mops. Yeah, I'm playing on the original Super Nintendo, obviously Super Nintendo cartridge and controller and all that. It's an upscaler, it's a, it upscales to HD. But I'm playing on a regular, if I wasn't using the upscaler, it wouldn't probably look as good. Yeah, no, CRTs are gold, man. CRTs are gold. Ready for the LSU game? That's cool. Let's see. Nothing. Nothing. So why'd I buy those here? Dumb. Ugh. Anyways. Get the hell out of here before I do something else dumb. Alright, so see, now it says this cutscene line, look, don't you have a family? Shut up and take it. And if you look... What? Does he have to be in front of the party? I think he has to be the front of the party. That's what it is. There you go, see? Only if he's in the front of the party. So if you have anybody else in front of the party, so Celeste, full price for tincture, which is very valuable. It replenishes 50 magic points. That's super expensive, 1,500. But they're so guilty that they don't want to take any money from Edgar that they'll reduce the prices by 50%. Oh, that's beautiful, beautiful list. Yes. Yes. Pro tip. For anybody watching that's not subscribed or hasn't liked the stream so far, for that tip I think I at least deserve one of the two, if not both, you know. A little bit of love there, a little bit of love. Alright, so we're gonna need to buy some, which was previously overpriced tinctures. We're gonna buy a couple of those. We're definitely gonna buy some more Phoenix Downs. We're gonna buy potions now at a discount price. Probably, okay. Alright. And I don't know if the extended menu is available over here for the tools. My tools! My tools! Yeah, there are, so... Damn. I have to sell something. Not lots of money, because I spent all the money on my stuff. Should be good. Yep. One flash. One trim. Okay. Alright. I think we have to go to sleeps. Let saving can do his thing, saving can do his thing. Yes, saved after that boss battle. No, I don't listen to either of those, but that's cool that you enjoy them. No judgment here. Yeah, luckily I saved. First time you played this game, you missed so many extra party members. I understand. There's a lot going on. Sorry, I will be right back. I apologize. Just another minute or so, maybe 3 minutes. Sorry. Yeah, I guess it's a good idea that we brought Locke along for this. Get out of here. You're gonna get married. I don't know who you are, but ever since you came here, my parents have been upset. My God, it's such a tragedy. More heartbreaking is if I didn't take your advice and put Locke in the party, then we wouldn't see this cutscene right now. I forgot about it. God. Then they got attacked by the Empire, and right before she got her memory back, right before she died, and then his name is the last thing she said before she died. That's so sad. Yeah, if you don't bring Locke to this little house here, then you don't see this cutscene. It doesn't just automatically happen. Characters and storylines and all that have only as much depth as you can provide based on your ability to unravel it and uncover it. Let's act like it's nothing. Yeah, it definitely makes sense why he has a problem with them. Hey, look, it's an elixir. Hooray! Hey. Let's see. These are full prices. Who knows? Alright, 22G. I don't know really why I'd be shopping. I don't have any money, so. So I guess we're shopping for information. Yeah, talk to him, talk to him. Who else can we talk to? We could have not brought another person here, I think, and could have picked up Shadow for a while. I never really do that, but we could have. Sloran says, this is my second favorite FF. FF4 is my favorite. I understand. I can give you that. It's understandable. Man. I guess Shadow just stays, because I'd have to go all the way back. Alright. The only thing I can do, other thing I can do is get this. I believe there's a green beret back here. I think. Yeah, Shadow is definitely awesome. There it is. Hooray. Green beret raises HP a little. Shadow's a great story. I always prefer the FF games where the characters have set personalities and jobs rather than the ones where you just are blank slates. I agree. That's the reason why I've never finished 5. It's not that 5 is not fun. It's just when everybody can be everything, yeah, I don't know, I have to pull a little bit more out of the narrative. But I understand that. Same thing with, like, yeah, the first 3 are kind of meh. Isn't really until 4 till it really takes off. Jeremy says, my favorite FFA is 8. The one that a lot of people hate. Yep, but FF4 got me to RPGs. Yeah, I remember FF4 was, or Final Fantasy 2 for Super Nintendo was the measuring stick. Was the benchmark for RPGs, and it was just really hard. I didn't beat that one. That wasn't my first one for Super Nintendo, it was actually this one. This is Secrets of Mana. It's creepy. Freaking used suspended animation. It is more personal when everybody has their own classes because you have to make a connection to it, I agree. I mean, I do agree that it becomes more personal because you have to create the connection to the characters, you know. That's why a lot of people, I think, like Tactics, you know. Yeah, it's creepy as hell. If you'd call her back, she'd come back. That's also something that doesn't happen unless, I guess, Celeste is in your party. So those choices that you make there before you come is very integral to how those scenes play out. For the fullest effect, you have to have both Locke and Celeste in your party to see all that. So, I wonder what it'd be like if you would have went here, if I would have went here first, versus going in the whole story that explains about her. I was 100% certain there was a way to wake this girl up when I was younger. I spent days trying to find a way. Oh, dude, the lore of all the things. Yes. No, I feel ya. I feel ya. The lore of all the things you supposedly could do. Alright, so really it's funny because if you come in here and you just talk to this dude, he's gonna say you can go south to Jador, and that's where we're going. Are we talking FF2 like as an NES2 or FF2 as in US2 / Japanese 4? Let's confuse the shit out of everybody. Not you, I'm just saying in general. That's a pretty beefy party. Yeah, dude. That's what I was referring to. Get started. The General Leo in your party shit, I swear, man. Yeah, I've played the original FF2 and FF3 with translated ROMs on emulator back on a computer back in the day, and didn't get very far into them. I was just like, this is boring. Shim Sham. Can't wait till we glitch the shit out of this and get to cast Shim Sham. So I got when my son got me this cartridge, he got it for me for Christmas, and I've only had it for a couple days. I popped it in, and some person's save file on here is in the World of Ruin, so I think the glitch is different in the World of Ruin, but in the World of Light, I think it's, you know, it's different as well, so as long as we don't, you know, as long as we save in multiple spots and, you know, try not to be too bad, it should be fine. Oh man! So the only main thing is the ability to do things with Realm to mess the game up. And so, the coolest thing that ever happened to me, and this is before the, the days of internet being super big deal and all that, so I'd say, early 2000s, did the glitch and got it so that my characters had alternative color palettes to their sprites on the overworld. And the code was rewritten for it to be like that for the rest of the game. And it didn't really mess anything up in my game. It's just gave me, that amazing byproduct that just made it so cool that, it's almost like a rewritten version of the game permanently. But I mean, the worst of things that could happen is that you just soft lock your game, erase your save file or whatever. But what it involves is that basically Realm will go to sketch an invisible enemy, and because there's no understanding as to what should be there or whatever, it goes and it writes the code for the enemy's sprite into like your inventory and onto the sprites on the screen, and it just fucking screws everything up in a way where it's just all over the place. You can like overflood your inventory with items that shouldn't be there and stuff like that. Your magic spells, your spells menu can have spells in there that wouldn't normally be there. Enemy spells, weird spells and shit. So much fun. But I mean, you can freeze your game to the point where you actually gonna have to like take pop the battery off of the cartridge itself and reattach it to get the game to not to function. Like, I don't remember the specific enemies that you do that with, but like there's a couple grouping of enemies that just messes it up that bad. If you save after you've done it, you like hard lock your game. You'll know whether or not you should save or not based on after you do it. You just save in one spot and see what happens. But yeah, there's two ways to trigger it. So you cast Vanish on an enemy, and then Realm goes to sketch the enemy, and it's not there, and then boop, the game goes nuts. Or you go to the Velt, and you have Gao leap on the Velt, and then as soon as he jumps back in, you have Realm sketch him, and the game goes bloop, and it messes up. It gets all crazy. It's gonna be fun when we get to that point. That is the point of this. People have seen people play Final Fantasy 3 or 6, but I'm having fun doing it, and I'm doing it live with the intention of when we get to the stream where we can access those fun things, we'll get to experience the amazingness that happens out of it together as a community. This music's... Oh, that's not it. That's not the music I was thinking of. Jador. You're the spitting image of Maria, huh? I've heard of her. She's a famous opera singer. It's a museum. It is! This place will be fun to come when we come back to it. Doodle doodle dee doo. The south part is the middle class. The north part is the rich class, and the poor people go live in Zozo. The liars and the thieves. Watch your wallet. All of this stuff is going to be the same. Pretty sure, unfortunately. It's the same area. Too close to not be. Well, there's mithril vests here. I'm mistaken. And white dresses. Don't really have enough money for anything. I guess I could buy a white dress. And one of you gets a mithril vest. We'll give it to Locke, because he's pretty much not very much equipped to take any damage. Optimum. There we go. That's pretty good. What's their levels? We're level 13, 12, 11, and 13. We're minimal here. We gotta probably grind before we do anything crazy. Might just grind at the entrance to Zozo. Yes. Now, how do you say these? Is it A, Chocobo, B, Kokobo, or C, Chocobo? So A, Chocobo, B, Kokobo, or C, Chocobo? Which one is it? Yeah, that's me too. I had this guy in my class in school. I thought he was a little facetious. He made it seem like he was calling it. He called it Kokobo. Well, good thing I did that. I don't want to fight for you guys. Right there. Jeez. 3 steps in a fight. What up, Chief? Yeah. Is it Titus? Or Titus? Or Titus? Oh, I always said I always said Titus, but I don't know. Alright, let's go the right way this time. There goes the... What? You know, like Zozo? That's like one of the best jams in the game. Don't get mad about it. We're over there farting. Calm down. You calm down. Yeah. Oh goodness. Oh he does. Don't you? Yeah. Say hi to the chat. Say hi. Tell everybody hi. What's that? You go potty. You go outside. Hey. 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 You go outside. Okay. I'll be right back. guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Dealing with the dog. Let the dog in and out. He's a good boy. He's a good boy, good boy. Alright. Am I supposed to be here right now? Why do I feel like I've not set a cutscene off or something? What you... It's giving out. Better to take care of it now. Oh my god, yes. Chief is a Siberian Husky. He will be 6 years old in January. Hawk got smacked. Yeah, I got several barrier rings, couple of them. Is this where I'm supposed to be? I don't mind if somebody corrects me if I'm not supposed to be here. I think it's... Man, I forget what this is. No, it's 6. I feel like a 3's in there. I feel like the 5 is the second one. I need this. Holy shit. Oh yeah. That's smacked, right? I feel like this place has more money than anything. Where am I supposed to be? So I thought the thing in Jidor would have triggered stuff. I'm pretty sure it's here. So many fights. Yeah. How many clock hints? No level. I'm like losing it here. Hey! Stop nosing around trying to find stuff. Yeah, there's the dude. What a wonderful man. Holy sh... Holy shnikes. Dragoon boots. You guys are wealthy. And a barrier ring. Jeez. That combo is pretty sick. I love when he pulls up the Jason mask and just, or the hockey mask, and just crushes him with the chainsaw. Oh god. Ice 2? Dead. What the hell? Get the hell out of here. I just have a million Phoenix Downs for this shit. Nobody knows life yet. Holy crap. Why did she lose all of her MP? They didn't cast any spells, she just died. Why did she had 16 MP? Where did it go? What do I have on my equipment that's doing that? The Rune Edge? What the hell's going on? Slam dancers do not mess around. You're right. Let's see here. Slam dancers suck. Slam dancers union suck too. Wonder what. Wonder what. Let's get this process up. Okay. think that changes steal to capture. But nobody will have the sprint shoes on, and you can't have that. We're not stealing right now anyways. We're fine. It's either one or the other. We're using the knife, so. Alright. Where do I go? Down here? It is. No. Hell no. Hell yeah. Them are expensive. God, fighting this person just... Oh, who's dead? Everyone? Ah. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Alright. Celeste has got 76 MP. Nice. I know, right? What is draining her MP? She had 76 and we didn't do anything. We didn't... Is it because I attacked with the... She have some relic or something on it's doing it? Is it because she's using the rune edge? This is right? She's right? 59 is right? Oh no. It went down. Is it because she attacked with the rune edge? The rune edge be costly fellow. I need her to be the healer. We're gonna have to replace the sword? Let's just test the theory. Oh god, we can't fight this fight. It's like asking to die. We didn't do anything this fight. Let's see what happens. Still 59. That's good. That's a good. Okay. For science sake, we're not gonna heal because I'm stupid. Does it have to be the Wombo combo trio? Well, if I get to this guy, I gotta heal. Okay. I'm just gonna swing. As long as Celeste gets a swing in there. Okay. That's just a normal swing. course it missed. I hate these guys. Oh, we're dead. Oh, she still got 59. Lock with the save. Upgrade. Hell yeah. Do we want to on hit 1 or hit 2? I'll have it on the second hit. There we go. It went down because I cast life 4 times. That I understand. That one made sense. That's weird. So before this fight I was 39. She swung on somebody. We'll see. It does. It does. The rune edge, when you swing with it, makes you lose magic. It eats magic. Oh, Lord. That's irrefutable proof. We switched to another weapon and it didn't do that. Why do I feel like I never knew that? That's devastating when you're relying on her to be the healer. But I always wonder, it's like, man, Celeste really smacks. You use it to, you have to have that sword to be able to use the runic ability. If you don't have, like, rune edge is one of the swords that you can use for the rune edge ability. Not every sword works, I don't think. Even if you look at the equipment and you look at the item itself, what are you doing there, Chief? Consume MP to inflict mortal blow. Really? Why do I feel like it never, besides this bird, I don't feel like it's, I feel like it just says something like, I don't know. That's my bad. Somebody's watching me like, what an idiot. That's what the rune edge does, dummy. We'll go with it anyways. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. Joring. Holy shit! Sorry, Locke. No XP for you. Right, Chief? No experience for Locke. You don't get any experience. You don't get any experience points. Shh. You're peeking on my... Alright. You just went outside, you're chill. Calm down. Man, we had a lot of Phoenix Downs going into here. No, you're right, he did. Either that or he just did. He was guarding it, just guarding her. As she was taking refuge in Zozo, so they knew that they could just fleece anybody that was coming looking for her. Chuck her ass back in bed. And he killed himself. That shadow here, and it has weird text, if you can get them this far. Alright guys, thank you very much for hanging out. I will see you next time. Thank you for everybody who was new. Thank you, Jeremy. And, yeah. Thank you, Sloan. Until next time, it's been Brian, aka Pops from the Vid-Bits. Good games, good goals, and good RNG, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.